Okay, good morning, everybody, and thank you for joining us bright and early this morning. Good to see you all here. Our first presenter today, we're going to talk about Mazatlan, and a place, as you know, dear to my heart. We had my presentation yesterday, and what I did was I kind of gave an overview of the city to give you a feel for maybe the different regions and characters and why people like different parts of the city. And now we have Liz.blancarte. She's going to speak to us about actual property deals that she's got available and kind of what each neighborhood it looks like property wise, with some examples for us. And so with that, I'd like to introduce Liz, my friend Liz, and we will sorry about that. That's your friend Liz. Anyway, Liz, I won't take any more time. Good to see you again, and thank you for being here this morning.
Good to see you too, Lee. Thank you so much. Well, good morning, everybody. Buenos dias from Mazatlan, Mexico. It's an honor to be here with you guys today and speak to you about great property values and solid returns in my hometown, Mazatlan. Um, I'm 45 years old. I've been in real estate for 8 years. I'm a top agent at KW Alfaro, Keller Williams Real Estate. I am bilingual. I was born and raised in Mazatlan, and I've been married for 15 years. I have a daughter of she's 13 years old, and you can see her in the picture, Paulina. And I have had the opportunity and the privilege of living in many other cities while my husband played professional baseball in Mexico. But being that said, I always ended up wanting to come back to Mazatlan, right? My passions, of course, other than baseball and traveling and music, is real estate, right? So I'm very happy to share with you guys today what I find to be some amazing opportunities at the moment. As Lee said, he's already shared with you guys yesterday all these advantages about living in Mazatlan and why Mazatlan. So I would like to focus more on the real estate part. And for those of you who have not been to Mazatlan before, um, I would like you to join me on this imaginary property tour, and we're gonna be starting from south to north. So on this map, you can see from south, the first neighborhood I would like to share with you some properties. It's called Playa Sur, which in English means South Beach, and then we're gonna go north all the way to El Delfin. Um, the Centro Histórico part, which is what we're going to be going towards the north, would be the historical district. Then we're going to go to Loma Linda, Los Pinos, the Boardwalk Central Park Zone, then the Golden Zone, which is the tourist area where the hotels are located. And then we're going to go further in the Golden Zone to Sabala Country, then the Marina, and then we're going to end up north in the furthest part of Mazatlan, which is Cerritos and El Delfin. So, so in Playa Sur, which would be south of Mazatlan, you're going to be located in a residential, older neighborhood that has to offer a great location. Why? Because Playa Sur is it has proximity. It's only 2-3 blocks from the beach, and also it's only 2-3 blocks from the historical district, which is really interesting. So you really have a great location. And even though in the past it was mainly residential, now you do have some commercials. There's some great commercial spots. There's some great restaurants that have been opened. Um, so that has give Playa Sur a very nice um, shift, right, of what the lifestyle is about. One of the beauties about Mazatlan, or the many beauties that I like when looking for real estate, is that it really all has to do about your lifestyle. and what is the final destination of your property. Are you buying to live? Are you retiring in Mazatlan, or are you looking to invest, to make it a rental investment? Because with that in mind, it's going to be much easier for us to refine the search together, and we're going to be able to find the perfect place for you. So that the fact that we have all these many different options gives us the it's a plus, right? Because we can actually find which is our best match. So for instance, in Playa Sur, you have starting prices of 98,850 US dollars. And on the side of the slide, I put some numbers for you to have a better idea. Um, in addition to the property price that you will be paying, you can expect to pay a closing cost of about 6% in Mazatlan, to be paid to the notary, right? And also, you're going to be purchasing as a foreign buyer in the restricted zone area, which is 50 kilometers from any Mexican beach. For a new trust, it would be about 2,500 US, and for an existing trust, the transfer of a trust, it would be about 1,250. So when we're talking about the cost of living in Mazatlan, the utilities you'll be paying, you're going to be surprised, and you're going to be amazed that the property tax in Mexico is very inexpensive. There are some properties that you're going to be paying a property tax of only $200 a year, and utilities are also very inexpensive. So that this can give you this calculator can give you a little idea of how much you're going to be getting in return for each property. So let me share with you some examples. In Playa Sur, we are going to find some pre-construction, like these condos are called Antara Living Tower. And in these condo buildings that are new have amenities like 24/7 security, a pool, a grill zone. They have a parking lot, lounge chairs, controlled access. And again, you can see the map, how close you are to the beach and how close you are to the Machado Square, which is one of the iconic Centro Histórico places. This other building in Playa Sur as well, it's called La Antigua. You have starting prices from 126,300 US. And again, you have wonderful amenities. So, and you can see just how close you are again to the ocean and the historic district. So you are 2-3 blocks from the historical district, but if Playa Sur is a much quieter zone, right? That's the advantage of Playa Sur, is that it's mostly residential and it's very quiet. Some of the disadvantages would be that it is an older community, right? It's an open community, but you're very close to the seaport where the ferries go out to Stone Island, and you have a very good location in terms of being very centric. So now that we're going in this imaginary property tour, we're going from south to north again. So after Playa Sur, now we're in Centro Histórico, right? The historical district or historical downtown, where you're gonna be finding this again iconic buildings, but you can also find amazing resales, some fixer uppers that you can restore and make an amazing, beautiful property to either enjoy and live full time or to rent it out. You're gonna find starting prices from 177,350 US and up, with a revenue for rent of you can expect to get about $1,200 at least weekly when renting out these properties, right? So you can see again, there's an example of how much you could profit per year, and to give you a better idea after all expenses. So in Centro Histórico right now, guys, there's a very interesting pre-construction building called Villa Vicario, which I believe Lee has already mentioned in the Leo's article, and you have an historic building. You can see just how beautiful it is. being remodeled because they have to respect the construction for the INA architecture, and they are just going to they are selling the condos, but they are just going to respect the construction and the architecture of the original building. So this is, I'm looking forward to see this finish. It's going to be amazing. And again, starting prices of 177,000 US with amenities, and you can see just how close you are to the Machado Square. You're just 2 blocks away. And in the Centro Histórico, this is a finished building. This is an older building, has been built for almost 15 years. This would be a resale, but the advantage of buying a resale in the Centro Histórico area is that, or pretty much anywhere, would be that you already know what you're going to get, right? And it's a well-established community. It's a complex, I mean, with a very good reputation. It's also another building that has been restored to keep as much as possible the originality and the uniqueness of the construction. And these properties are already furnished and equipped, which is a plus, right? And they have amenities. You have parking, which is a big advantage in Centro, because one of the advantages of living in Centro would be, of course, the culture, right? The cultural side. There's people that really enjoy living there because of the culture, but you have some disadvantages like not having. It's very hard to find parking, and not having parking in all the buildings or all the houses. Some of the houses do not have parking space. You have to park on the street right outside of your property. So this would be one of the great options, and you would have a parking lot secured. So again, we're going imaginary in this property tour from south to north. Um, Now we're going to be in Loma Linda. Some of you that have joined us in previous conferences have also heard Lee Harrison saying how much he loves this area and the View Centro Histórico building, right? That it's right across the street from the cliff divers and the Dolphins Monument. So you guys have a better idea, for those of you that have been down to Mazatlan before, which building I'm talking about and what area I'm talking about. So Loma Linda, it's a very quiet, tranquil home residential area, and we're gonna have starting prices from $255,000 and up. And for instance, condos at the View Centro Histórico, or at there's another condo building behind, which I'll mention too, Puerto Viejo Skies, or any other home in the area. You can be renting for at least $1,800 a week. So Puerto Viejo Skies is just one block behind the ocean, right? It's just a little bit up the hill. It's that white and yellow building that you see in the pictures. So all these buildings come with amenities like gymnasium, pool, security, elevators, and you have a stunning ocean view from Puerto Viejo Skies too. And from the view, you can look at all the 3 islands in Mazatlan. And Loma Linda is also right next to the center, right? So we're in Playa Sur Centro. Now we're in Loma Linda, and you're gonna be finding iconic places in each area of Mazatlan, which is one of the things that I like to also highlight. Like in Playa Sur, you have the seaport. In Centro Histórico, you have the cathedral and the Machado Square. In Los Pinos and Loma Linda area, you have the it's called the Sister Cities Park, and you have the cliff divers. And so in every area of Mazatlan, you're going to be finding some iconic places. In Los Pinos, you're going to be you're going to start to see properties listed from $210,000 and up. Again, you can be expecting easily a revenue for rent of $1,800 a week. And Los Pinos in English means the pine trees, right? And you're again, you're just one block away from the ocean, or or you can also be ocean view, like at the View Centro Histórico, or here in this condo building that it's pre-construction, which is one of the great opportunities I find at this time, which is called Litoral Ocean Condos. These are in they just began construction. These are in pre-sale. So the advantage of pre-sale, as all you know, is of course the price, right? So you can see starting price of only $210,000 for an ocean front condominium, brand new building that is being built right now. So, of course, after this conference, for any information, I'm going to give you my contact info so I can provide further details. This one, Boca del Mar, is also an ocean front condo, and this is already in Los Pinos boardwalk area. Um, this would be one of the most innovative buildings right now in Mazatlan, because it's what's called a smart building, for as it comes with all this technology appliances that had not been used in any other building in Mazatlan before when constructing. And again, it comes with all the amenities that you can find. So now we came from south to north again, from Playa Sur, Centro Histórico, Loma Linda, Los Pinos, and now we are in the boardwalk, which, as you know, Mazatlan has one of the longest boardwalks in the world. So we're going to be looking at these oceanfront condos in the Malecon. The Malecon, it has the advantage that you don't have anything built in front of you, uh, in difference to other boardwalks in the world. So here you're going to have always a secured ocean view from your building. However, one of the disadvantages would be the noise, because we have a lot of traffic. The boardwalk is where some of you probably have heard of Mazatlan's famous Carnaval, the Mardi Gras. So the parade goes right through the boardwalk. So you can just imagine how noisy it can get sometimes, and how some times of the year, like the Carnival week, can be just like such a huge party, and you're going to be finding a lot of noise in your area. However, it's a sacrifice some people are willing to make, because of all the other things it has to offer. So here in the Malecon, in the Mazatlan's boardwalk, we can find properties at starting prices from $183,000 and up. Again, always keep in mind, guys, that when purchasing, you're going to have additional cost to the property price, which would be the closing cost and the fideicomiso, so that you guys know exactly how much you're going to be spending all in, and then making some numbers of how much we're going to be paying per year for the utilities and all the expenses. We're going to have a very clear idea of how much we're going to be getting in return. So in the boardwalk, in the Malecon, we have two amazing properties coming up in pre-construction, which are going to be completely, they're going to be breaking the mold, right? In Mazatlan, nothing, there is no precedent. We have seen nothing like this before. This is called Talisman Agua Marina. Some of you that have been to Mazatlan in the past might remember the Hotel Agua Marina. So this is now the Talisman condo building, and the starting price is 183,000 and up. And this is just going to be again, like I said, an iconic building in Mazatlan. This is just going to be so modern, and it's going to be so big, and very different from anything we've seen before. And I'm telling you, as a local, right, born and raised in Mazatlan, that we are very excited to see to have this towers or kind of constructions being built in Mazatlan, and they're going to be really a game changer for our real estate market. So the other option that's also pre-sale that's coming up, it's called Estelare, which is going to be the highest building in Mazatlan, and it's going to be right in the Malecon. You can see the picture right there. So it's going to have, of course, top-notch amenities. It's going to be uh, a luxury condo building with ocean view, and you're going to have stores and a spa and game room, paddle court, and many other things. And now again, this is going to be a pet friendly building. This is something else that I also like for anybody that's considering to invest in Mazatlan. To if you're looking for a pet friendly community, to that we should know this to let us know that we should know this from the beginning, to make sure that whatever you're choosing to invest, they actually do allow pets. So in the boardwalk, you will also find some condo buildings that have already been finished, like Portico, like Gavia's Residential. There are so many of them that have a lot of things to offer, and you're gonna be very very close uh, to basically anything. You're right in it. Being in the boardwalk, you're gonna be right in the middle of everything. So you can find starting prices from $191,000 and up. Again, you can expect at least a weekly rent of $1,800 that you can charge. Imperia is another pre-construction building being built right now. So you can see how these condo buildings are on the boardwalk, and they all have to offer great amenities, stunning ocean view, and now that we have behind the Malecon, we have a new avenue being open, and the Central Park and the new aquarium is right behind it. So some of these units are facing the ocean, and some others are facing the lagoon. So I'll share with you an example shortly. Alto Mare is another. I went back on the slide just to point out Alto Mare. It's another great option, which is brand new, under construction. Starting price at $258,000 with oceanfront condominiums, and also in the boardwalk area, you have what we call also the second row properties that are 2-3 blocks down from the boardwalk. All along the city, you can find properties from 150,000 and up. We're going from the boardwalk. We continue to go north on our imaginary tour. Now we're in the golden zone, which is called the Zona Dorada, where the resorts are. Or it used to be known for locals as the tourist area. But now, one of the advantages also of living in Mazatlan is that there's really not one specific area where the expats live or the locals live. Mazatlan is really very integrated town, because you can find people living in anywhere. It is mostly about what your lifestyle is about and where would you like to live, because you're gonna be finding a little bit of everything in every spot in the town. So in the golden zone or zona dorada, because you are oceanfront for the condos, you can expect you will see starting prices from 410,000 and up in places like Camino al Mar, for instance, and you can rent this out easily for about $3,000 a week for the 2 bedroom or 3 bedrooms oceanfront condos. You're gonna find also another a building called Las Gavias Golden Shores, which again 410K and up. This is the condo building that I was telling you guys about, Camino al Mar. It's these towers that are right next to each other, the south and north tower of Camino al Mar, and this was also a game changer for Mazatlan real estate, because it's the only condo building that has uh, a shopping center, right? It has a plaza. It's a three-story plaza shopping center that is right inside the condo building, which is oceanfront. So you can expect to buy here. Here you would have, because it's sold out in pre-construction. We would have to be very attentive for a resale because they sell like pancakes. So as soon as one comes out to the market, we will we will be we will have a radar for it, because these sell turnkey, right? They're fully furnished, they're equipped, they're brand new, they're ready to go, and this is a great opportunity. Um, so now we're going to, and of course, in the Golden Zone, we're going to find um, also the second row properties, like in Savalo Country, El Toreo, Lomas, Gaviotas, El Dorado, where you can find uh, two-bedroom condos that are 2, 3, 4 blocks from the Golden Zone or from the beach, for $150,000 and up, and you can easily rent them from $1,000 and up a week, and you can just be right in the heart of the Golden Zone. So after the Golden Zone, as we go north, now we're in the marina, and there's some relevant places to mention, like the Marina Golf Course, and and in the marina we have starting prices from $163,000 and up. You can expect to rent them for at least $1,200 a week. And our marina has now become a very social, lively place. In the past, it wasn't so much. It was a much quieter place, but now we have a marina. For those of you that might have been to Mazatlan before, as you know, we have the where the yachts are located or parked, and around it we find all these restaurants and bars that have really brought life into the marina and the and to the marina area. And we have a gas station. You are very close to the biggest Mazatlan mall, which is called Galerías. So the marina has also become very centric and a very interesting place for marina lovers. So in marina area, you can find uh, marina front or waterfront properties like Nautilos, which is also pre-construction, starting price from $183,000 and up. And also you can find uh, there's a condo building called Ferrara Pacific City, which would be starting from 163,715 up, which would be just across the street from the marina. It's not on the water, but you're in the marina area. Is that would be for those of you that have been to Mazatlan before. It's right across the street from the Marina El Cid Hotel. So as we continue, we keep going north. We're almost finished on our imaginary property tour. After the marina, now we are in what's called Cerritos, which in English means little hills, literally, which is all these beachfront um, condo buildings. You're going to be finding starting prices from 132,000 and up. You can expect to rent them out weekly for $2,500 and more. And there's right now Cerritos Beach is mostly developed, right? It's very hard to find pre-construction beachfront in Cerritos because it's mostly developed. So we have Artemisa, which is now a pre-construction beachfront condo building in Cerritos, and the starting prices are only 133,500 US dollars and up. So this, to me, this is pretty much what we call a hot deal, right? The disadvantage, of course, as you'll know, of pre-construction is that you are going to be waiting for the termination of the construction, um, and that um, and that it's going to take, and most of them take for even 2 to 3 years to finish, like Camino al Mar did. However, the here the important part, which is something we're going to be doing for you, is to make sure that we know the background of the developer and we know who we're working with, so that way we can ensure that your money is being well invested. And there's some buildings like Gavia's Grand, also located in Cerritos beachfront, that are almost finished. They've been around for many years. They have already sold out the South Tower, the North Tower, but now right now uh, they have opened what's called the Central Tower, which is the little tower you can see in the middle, and those are being sold as pre-sale as well, which is it's a very solid, well-known condo building with a very good reputation. Starting prices at $397,000 for this solid condo that has most of those condos have a very large terrace, and they have great amenities. And the developer is one of the most well-renowned builders in Mazatlan. So also in the Cerritos area, you can find across the street, there's a lot of neighborhoods that are residential, like gated communities, like Palmilla, Marina Kelly, Almar, Soles, and many others, where you would be getting to get houses starting at $200,000 and up. And last but not least, we're in Playa del Fin, where we're going to be having finding starting prices beachfront from $129,000 and up. You can expect at least $1,000 for rent per week. And there's also Hade Condos pre-construction, Ananta, also pre-construction in El Delfin, and that would be the end of our imaginary property tour in the north area of Mazatlan. And and like we spoke before, the Golden Zone and the Malecon second row buildings, the Cerritos second row houses and condos, you can expect to get them from 150 or $200,000 and up. Um, it's been a pleasure sharing with you guys today about Mazatlan and all it has to offer. For a personal consultation, no commitment and cost-free consultation, I will leave you here my contact information, so we can listen to your needs and help you find your new home.
Wait a minute. Would help if I unmuted my microphone.
Yes.
Great. Thank you, Liz. We are out of time, but we have a couple of questions here that we'll want to follow up on. One is one's about rentals, and I'll tell you what. I'll talk to you about this because we are out of time, and I'll come up with an answer for our question and answer session later on today, and get back to you on the questions, Sarah, on rentals. Typically your starting prices, were they for what kind of an apartment were they for when you say that the apartment starts at a certain price? Is that for a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom apartment?
It would be mostly for two bedrooms,
Okay.
2-bedroom apartments.
And how common is it for developers to offer financing?
It is very common. The most usual or most common to see is 12 to 18 months financing, because it's usually how long it takes them to finish.
So in other words, progress payments are
Correct.
most common. Financing, I'm not sure. You can get a mortgage in Mexico, but it's ends up usually being harder to qualify than most people think it will be, having to prove your income from another country.
Correct.
The other thing is, and that we'll need to follow up on, is the ROI numbers. We'll need to adjust them for occupancy and for and back out the expenses with the likely HOA fees that one would pay. Taxes, for everybody's information, will be negligible. On a $350,000 property, you might pay $200 a year. So taxes won't really figure into it. But HOA fees could be high. They could be low in a building that has a lot of people in it. So we'll revise that and that was a good question about the return ROI numbers. And I have another one on rentals. I'll talk to you about it offline, and we'll get that answer out this afternoon. So anyway, thank you so much, Liz. I really appreciate your time and your participation and efforts. And anybody has any questions, feel free to contact Liz directly. She also, I know she probably do this for everybody, but she sends me listings every now and then because she knows the kind of things I like and where I like them in the historic center. So every now and then I'll get an email with a new listing before everybody gets to see it. And I'm sure she'd be happy to do that for you guys too. So thanks again, Liz. And we'll sign off. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great day, everybody. Hasta pronto. Adios.
Bye. And next up, we have Greg's going to talk to us again. Greg Custer is going to talk to us again at 9:40 Eastern, which is 4 minutes from now, about volunteer opportunities and ways to get involved in Mexico. So we will see you there. Thank you.